say thank you for all of you for coming out. My name is LaPlante. I'd like to tell you a little about who I was before this academy. I was a troublemaker, always looking for trouble, always hanging out with the wrong crowd. My grades were terrible. I was unreliable, disrespectful, and dishonest. I would lie about almost everything. Most of all, I would lie to myself. I'm not addicted. I'll be okay, just one more day and then I'll quit. I would say that to myself every day. That's what hurt me the most, is lying to myself, because I actually started to believe my own lies. Then one day I realized that one of those things wasn't a lie anymore, but I didn't realize it in time. It was too late. I realized I was addicted. But even worse, I accepted it. I didn't ask for help because I didn't want it. I would lie to my parents about where I was going, who I was hanging out with, what I was doing. Put myself in dangerous situations, all for a couple hours of being high. And for that high, I destroyed my family's trust. I put myself in others, I risked, and almost ruined my life. Eventually, my mom caught me. That was a bad day. I remember the look of disappointment and shame in her eyes, but I didn't care. Her knowing I was high every day went on for about a month or so. She tried everything she could to stop me. Eventually, she had enough. She ended up calling the cops, and at the time I felt betrayed. My own mom calling the cops on her own son. But that was the phone call. That was the best phone call that she could have ever made, because that was the day I gave in and asked for help. I decided to come to the Idaho Youth Challenge Academy. I signed the admit papers about a week later. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. Not because I had to change, but because I didn't know how to. As day 0 at the academy grew closer, I grew weaker. Finally, the car ride up to Pierce came. My thoughts were so overwhelming, I remember thinking, what have I got myself into now? But I knew I needed a solution to my problems, and this academy was just that. My parents probably never knew, but I was kind of a mess. I was depressed and felt out of place, always feeling sorry for myself. I was always looking for a reason to stay broken instead of looking for a fix. Little did I know that was all about to change. Day 0. I got out of the car with my black and whites on, duffel bag in hand. That's when it got real for me. I said my goodbyes like everyone else, went down the hall to get my bag checked. I was trying to think, which got interrupted by all the yelling. All of a sudden, I'm in a room with a bunch of bald guys I've never seen in my entire life. But they eventually became the best of brothers. Thus, my life-changing journey began. While being at this academy, I've made tremendous changes. Changes I thought I could never make. Changes I couldn't have made without this program. Acclimation was 2 weeks long, and let me just say that was the longest 2 weeks of my life. We all got pushed to our limits with the group IT. There was supposed to be no talking, but there was always that one guy that would say something and we would get put on our face. Axplat got put on our face quite a bit during acclimation. That's what brought people's true colors out. It also what brought us together. The cadre broke us down during acclimation so they could rebuild us 10 times stronger throughout the program, which they did, and I'm very grateful for it. I would not be the person I am today without the Axe cadre. Tech Sergeant Munlin, the most motivated, dedicated, high-speed person here. He was the one that pushed me through the program. Sometimes we all need a push. He pushed me past my limits and made me see what my true potential really was. Tech Sergeant Pratt always told us to embrace the suck, which is something I took to heart and always will remember, because you can't go back and change what's already done to you. You take it on the chin like a man and play with the cards that you're dealt. That's one of the many life lessons I've learned at this academy. Let me get a little bit personal with you. Like a lot of the cadets here today, I didn't have a dad, and rather, the cadre, know it or not, they almost act like a father figure. By giving us advice when we need it, when we fall, they tell us to get up, tough it out, push forward, and stop being such a wuss. They told us what we needed to hear, not what we wanted to. Cadre taught us how to not just act like a man, but how to be one, how to be respectful, and how to be accountable for our actions. I'll never forget the cadre and what they've taught me. People in the world tend to be irresponsible and disrespectful. I know I was until I came here. Because of the youth's disrespect and irresponsible ways, people doubted us. They didn't believe in us and put us down. Some of those people may even be in the audience right now. I want to thank them because they gave us the motivation and determination to stay here and get through the academy so we could prove them wrong. Now we get to see them proud. The Idaho Youth Challenge Academy was the most important thing I've ever done in my life. I've gained confidence, learned values, and made the best of friends. We've all been through ice-cold creeks, 10-mile runs, 13-mile hikes, and countless hours of IT. We shed blood, sweat, and tears together. We've been through bickering, the fighting, and bad news. In return, we formed a brotherhood we'll always have. And we now have lifelong friends. In the Acts Day, we go by no man left behind. Now, parents of the cadets, your son or daughter all came here for a reason. Whether that be legal issues, family problems, or just needing school credits. All of these things at one point or another led to losing our loved ones' trust. Now, trust is a valuable thing. It's something that takes years to get and only seconds to lose. And it can never be the same once it's lost. I'm not asking for you to just give it to us, but I'm asking for you to work with us in the process of earning it back. Give us a chance to prove to you that we have changed who we once were and what we once stood for. We have gained moral values and self-worth. All we're asking for is a chance to get it back. We're all ready to rebuild the bridges that we have once burned. I want to say thank you to the staff of IDYCA and give a special thanks to the cadre for helping us get our lives back together. Today's the day we've all been counting down to, commencement. And I'm proud to be a graduate of IDYCA 15 Tech 2. I'm ready for the new challenge, are you? I would now like to introduce Cadet Bartolo.